Hello, my dear students. Today's topic is learning, and here I am going to discuss about its definition, characteristics, and the factors influencing learning. So, while before going directly into the definitions of learning, we should know what learning is, or we should understand the meaning of learning. So, what is learning? Learning is a continuous process which starts from the time of birth of an individual and continues till the death. An individual is constantly interacting with and influenced by the environment. This experience makes him change or modify his behavior in order to deal effectively with it. Therefore, learning is change in behavior influenced by previous learning. Learning is acquiring new knowledge, behaviors, skills, values, preference, or understanding, or may involve synthesizing different types of information. So, we can define or we can say that learning is a process which brings relatively permanent change in the behavior of learner through experiences and practice. Or we can also say that learning is a modification of the way of thinking, feeling, and doing of the learner. So let's discuss about the definition of learning. First, Gale has defined learning is a modification of behavior through experiences and training. J.P. Guilford, learning is any change in behavior resulting from behavior. Skinner, learning is a process of progressive behavior adoption. Crow and Crow, learning is an acquisition of habits, knowledge, and attitudes. So, from the above few definitions, we come to understand that learning involves a behavior change, and behavioral change should take place as a result of practice and experience. And this behavioral change is relatively permanent and lasts for relatively long time. Next, I am going to discuss about the characteristics of learning in brief. Number 1, when described in the simplest possible manner, learning is described as an experience or an acquisition process. In a complex form, it is a process of acquisition, retention, and modification of experiences. Learning is a continuous process as it starts from birth and ends till death. Learning is a change in behavior, and change can be in any form, which includes cognitive, affective, and cognitive, which we can say knowing, doing, and feeling. Learning is a universal process as it can happen everywhere or anywhere, and it is a lifelong process. Learning has purpose and it is goal oriented. Learning is progressive and developmental process. Learning is an organization of experiences as we use the past experiences for gaining new knowledge or the acquisition of new learning. Learning occurs due to activity. Learning is a relationship between stimulus and response. Learning helps in achieving teaching learning objectives. Teaching learning situations have different objectives, goals, and aims. It is a process of learning which helps achieving these objectives. And with learning, we expect a change in behavior of the individual. The change happens with the development of knowledge, insights, and skills. Learning is the fundamental process. As we have said that learning is transferable. We acquire some knowledge before and we use the same knowledge in future, or we can use the same knowledge here. As an example, we can say that before or in preschools or in UKGs we have learned addition and subtraction. That learning only we are transferring and using till now. That is the transfer of learning. The factors influencing learning, especially in teaching learning process, we can divide these aspects into learner, teacher, content, and the process. Firstly, discussing the learner, The motivation of the learner influences the learning, the readiness and the willpower of the learner, the ability of the learner, which we can say the intelligence, creativity, aptitude, and such are the abilities necessary for learning, which enables the learner to learn better and understand better. The level of aspiration and achievement, and the attention of the learners. In the teacher aspect, we can say the mastery over subject matter, the personal trait and behavior of the teacher, the level of adjustment and mental health of the teacher, and the type of discipline and interaction maintained by the teacher influences the learning process. The last is the process, which is the methodology of learning or the teaching learning process. That is the linking of new learning with the past learning or the experiences, correlating the learning in one area with the other area, and utilization of maximum number of senses, provision of drill works or the revision or the homeworks, provision of the feedback and reinforcement helps or are the factors which influences the learning of the learner. Thank you.